Being loved by mana has been one of the most controversial concepts in all of Black Clover since Yuno used it to take control of Zenon's absolute space in chapter 276 of the Black Clover manga. So in today's video, I, Space Mage, will explain everything you need to know currently about being loved by mana and will explain why Yuno being loved by mana makes sense. Mana is a form of energy that exists in nature and within people. It's the source of all magic. Being loved by mana seems to have three basic requirements: having strong magic and being able to use multiple magic types, a strong connection to natural mana, and a connection to the gods. We know this because the elves who are loved by mana checked all of these boxes, even being partially awakened. Finral states Patri had bottomless, intense magic power. The elves all showed versatility using different magic types, like sealing, recovery, and attack magic. In Yami sense, it's rare for an attack type like Patri to also use recovery magic. Jack says their control of the natural mana was in a different league than the captains. Their connection to the gods is their power to rival them, but more importantly, the apostles of Seraph get divine revelations through natural mana, like mana in the underwater temple telling Vetto Yami was there, or Dryad via a tree telling the elves to save Noel and crew. Another trait of being loved by mana is having dense mana. This is visualized by the golden aura with the circles with lines on the borders floating in the aura. Everyone confirmed that they are loved by mana has this. With his dense mana, Lick could float and float as comrades without using magic. On a side note, Noel states Alicia has very concentrated mana, and it has those same circles floating. So I've come to the conclusion natural mana is just god mana. So the elves using natural mana so well combined with their powerful internal magic would explain how they could rival gods. This would also explain how the Clover Kingdom lost divine protection. Killing the elves probably angered the gods, but we still know Clover mages can use natural mana via Mana Zone or the Heart Kingdom's mana method, but it's different from being loved by mana. So getting to how Yuno was loved by mana, first you have to understand he was not always loved by mana. Hence how Yuno lost to Zenon the first time. He could not overpower his absolute space. I think Yuno can only artificially become loved by mana via his Mana Zone skill of taking in outside mana in Bell. This would be similar to the Heart Kingdom's squad using mana method to artificially use ultimate magic. Yuno is special compared to the other Mana Zone users because he is the reincarnation of Lick's son. Keep in mind Lick is probably the most beloved by mana character we know, and Yuno has some of that leftover mana, plus he has a 4-leaf grimoire. William was probably another character loved by mana as he had the dense circles when he fought the Diamond Kingdom's 8 Shining Generals, and he could use magic against 55% Zenon who had absolute space. Other characters like Charlotte and Brill wouldn't shock me if they could become loved by mana since they were possessed by elves at some point and they can take in outside mana using mana method. And it wouldn't shock me if some of the royals like Fagolion especially becomes loved by mana because he also has a spirit, so if he took in Salamander via spirit dive, it would make logical sense for him to become loved by mana similar to Yuno, or maybe he would just become like Noel and just could just purify devils. I honestly thought this video would be longer, but then again, Tabata will definitely give us a full explanation at some point on this. So that's all for this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. See ya.